So, my name is Andrew Voltavine, and I teach a lot about sociocracy and collaborative governance styles that are consent oriented as opposed to consensus oriented, where you're making sure that everyone has the same preference about what we're trying to decide on. We're trying to think about what is good enough for now and what is safe enough to try. So, these hand gestures that I'm about to show you actually come from the Occupy movement, which was using more consensus-based models. But I do think that they're useful and can be pulled into sociocratic meetings. I haven't really seen videos that go through them one at a time, so I'm just going to show you a few of them and you can invite them into your meetings if that seems fun. This can be a way to increase participation in your meetings, to make people be a little bit more in their bodies and to, yeah, just have a good time with each other, because meetings really should be a place where we can build social cohesion with each other and have a good time as we're trying to change the world. So the first gesture that I'm going to explain is called the up twinkles. So this is you really agree with something. You're like, wow, what you're saying right now, I'm really feeling it. That makes so much sense to me. I agree. I agree with what you're saying. So that's kind of a fun gesture, up twinkles. I've also seen down twinkles, but is like disagree, but I've heard of it, but I don't really see it used in practice. So mostly just like, wow, I really agree with that, up twinkles. If you have a clarifying question that needs to happen outside of the question round, so you in sociocracy, we do rounds. We do a round of questions, we do a round of comments, then we do a round of consent. But if you need to ask a question sort of out of turn and you want to cue the facilitator that that's something that's up for you, you can have your hands in a C and just move your hand side to side in that C, like, hey, I have a clarifying question. And that just gives the facilitator the cue that, hey, I have something I need to ask about. So that's the clarifying question there. Then if you're objecting, so in sociocracy, consent is a thumbs up. But if you're objecting, we think about objections as a gift that's saying to the group that this isn't safe enough to try, this isn't good enough for now. This might actually hinder our ability to meet our goal as a group. And so we offer a palm out. That's the I object. I'm offering the gift of my objection. I'm offering a gift to the group. And then if for whatever reason you have information about what someone says, or there's something that you want to say and it's a bit out of turn, and you want to use this very sparingly in sociocracy because we really want to trust those conversational rounds. But if you really need to say something and you have information about something, you can say direct response. So I would like to speak next, direct response. I have some information about that that is important, direct response. So that's what that is. And then in sociocracy, because we're doing rounds and hearing from everybody, even if we're keeping tight groups of 4 to 8, we really want to keep ourselves lean of speech. And so to remind someone that they might be going on or saying the same thing again, you can say, okay, time to wrap it up. We need to move on. Time to wrap it up. We need to move on. So that's what that is. That can be just like a softer way to cue someone that like, okay, all right, we get the idea. And then my last one, which is my favorite, is vibes watch. So this is a gesture you might use if things are getting a little tense. It's a cue for the facilitator to maybe say, okay, let's take a breath. Let's take a step back. Let's get back on the same team. So you make 2 V's with your hands and you touch them together. So vibes watch. Hey, let's come back together. Wow, there's some big tension in the room. Let's name the tension. Let's get back on the same team. Vibes watch. Thanks for listening.